Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is our review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 10, Episode 7. They might as well have just made this Erica and Safaree's wedding episode. I don't know why they sprinkled in other little stuff in here, but look, girl, I'm tired. Let's get through this. Y'all already know JayBird, all that good stuff. Send to yourself. Y'all already know, like, comment, share. We know all that, okay? We know all that. It's a Long Island. Just ignore me. Anyway, let's see where we go from here. Safaree goes to Yandy's house, okay? Because we know the last episode, him and Erica was fussing because Erica was mad that Rich was at the baby shower. Was mad that Rich was at the bride girl. Rich was at the bachelorette party. So, her and Safaree kind of got into about that. So he left or whatever. We found out that he did not go home last night. He stayed at his mama's house. And he's telling Yandy how he feels like, his friends would have never been able to disrespect Erica the way she let her friends come over there and disrespect him. I'm saying, I can't believe, how she just allowed them to come over there. And I agree. The way he first of all, he called them the Penny Brigade. The Penny Brigade. I don't know. The way they came over there, okay, or was the Lingerie Brigade? One of the two. The way they came over there demanding him to do stuff, it was rude. That's not how you let your friends talk to your fiance. It's just not. It was other ways to handle that. And his thing is, once Rich was asked to leave and he left, the situation should have been, left at that or whatever. But Erica still had an attitude, was still saying crazy things or whatever. He don't like it. And I don't want to keep, going through the foolishness, because if I keep doing it now, it's going to get worse later. And this is not how I felt when I proposed her. And if you think that the way you felt when you proposed to her is how you going to feel every time y'all, through the whole marriage or whatever, you not ready for marriage. That's not going to, you're not going to always have that amazing feeling. It's going to be ups and downs, peaks and valleys, okay? You're like, man, whatever. So he leaves. We don't really care. Now we see Erica also did not go home. Erica stayed at Remy's house, okay? And for the most part, I just feel like Rich has just, disrespected me over the years. He drug my name down in the guts, okay? And I just can't believe, girl, we don't care. We really, the crap that Erica and Rich went through was on both of them. Rich treated her like crap. She treated him like crap. Y'all was a crap sandwich. A complete crap sandwich. And last season, when he was saying stupid things to Safaree about you, he has since apologized for that. And again, you don't have to be cool with Rich, but to be upset because he's at the bachelor party is stupid. It's really stupid. I don't care. I don't. I think we thought Erica and Safaree would be interesting this season, because usually Safaree is pretty interesting. Their whole storyline has been her being mad about Rich and him being weird about Yandy. Why? I don't get it or whatever. But Remy, marriage and relationships are about building each other up and not allowing anybody else to tear y'all down. If you're gonna really let Rich ruin your relationship with Safaree, because you don't really do that, girl. Because that's old shit with Rich. You really out here fussing about old shit. It's just stupid, okay? Then we see one part of a dumbass part that we get to see today. Kimbella on the phone with Juelz. Don't care, okay? Because, oh my God, I miss you. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, we want you home. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? She brings up how her and Chrissy cool. Now, ain't no way on God's green earth with the blue waters and the animals that he gave us, ain't no way on none of that I would be cool with the person who stumped me out on national television. Ain't no way, okay? And she said, you're not gonna be cool now because you and Jim is brothers. Him and Jim was closer back then than they are now. And she still stumped you out. My thing is, I cannot be back cool with somebody who stumped me out for a TV show. Mona ain't paying me enough for that shit. Just gonna say that out here and make it clear. that Kimbella just needs a storyline. That's all that it is. And because her and Yandy still beefed out, her only other person is Chrissy. And Chrissy is the same way because Chrissy not really cool with nobody but like Juju and Kimbella. So they all need each other for scenes. It's really that simple. So again, you being cool with the lady who stumped you out and had your coochie all in the air on national television. You are a fool to make it seem as if, oh my God, we good now. Wouldn't be no good with me. Okay, anyway, so, she brings up since Juelz is in jail, his money, he's not getting the bag no more, so we have to figure out how to replace that bag. I'm like, he been gone for like 2 years. He damn near on his way home, if you ask me. You just not trying to figure out how to make money? Okay. Anyway, she brings up how her and Juelz's brother wants to release music that Juelz did. Juelz thinks this is a great idea. I feel like I don't think anybody is sitting around waiting for music from Juelz. Only because he hasn't dropped anything in so long. And it wasn't like he wasn't the top rapper at any point ever in his life. So my thing is, y'all, I'm not saying it's gonna make no money. I'm also saying that Kimbella don't know nothing about dropping no music. Okay? She knows about dropping babies. Okay, and getting her face done. But I feel like, girl, this is not, I don't. I feel like y'all should have been working on his music. The whole time he was on house arrest, he should have been making music and getting things prepared before he went away. Don't say that, but he did not. Anyway, he thinks it's a smart idea. I say, oh, if you say so. Now, we do see her later meet up with Chrissy and Juju because as she said, she needs help on her team to get this album done. I say, oh my God. So Chrissy, brings up, she asked Chrissy, would Jim, be open to doing like a feature or a song on Juelz's project? Now, yeah, he would. Absolutely. No problemo, okay? And not only that, because Kimbella didn't bring up, because it's so funny, since he's been gone, like, I'm surprised that not a lot of other artists or people in the industry have been reaching out to him. But I'm like, who was reaching out to Juelz Santana before this? I don't think anybody was. So not Chrissy, Kimbella, that's kind of normal. So quit acting like that. So Chrissy then said, oh, speaking of people reaching out to Juelz, this is from Jim. And she came out to an envelope and she's like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's money. Now the envelope was thick. We don't know if it was with ones or fives, 10s, 20s, 50s, or 100s. We don't know that. So we don't know how much he gave. He could have gave a stack of ones. Not sure. But I also feel like, don't they have JPay? Can he JPay? But unless he was giving it to Kimbella to spend on the kids. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Jimmy would love for Juelz to have this. Okay. Anyway, we do see both Erica and Safaree on wedding day having second guesses. But when Safaree rolled up, where's the picture? Because I could not believe it when I saw it. When Safaree rolled up, honey, on that damn motorcycle, and he had on a fur coat, honey, and a dang on some slippers. I think I must have threw the picture away by mistake, because I really did not mean to. Dang, I think I did. But yeah, I'm like, who does that? Oh no, I don't. Here you go. I was like, he really rolled up. Like, look. At this point, I gave up. Okay, because he has on slippers. Okay, those are some Gucci slippers. This is how Safaree rolled up to his wedding. And them Gucci slippers, the fur coat, girl. Safaree is so extra. I mean, it's hilariously normal for him. But I'm like, at this point, I'm done. I completely checked out. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to keep listening to this foolishness of him. Like, I don't know what I want to do. And I don't know what I want to do. Y'all, we know y'all got married. I didn't care. Okay? I did not care. Anything. We do see how Erica gifted Safaree with the rosary. with a picture of his uncle who had passed away. You know, we then see later on that Safaree gifted her a bracelet that had her father's signature on it, and we know her father passed away. So that was cute. They both They both cried at getting those gifts from each other, whatever. So now they both don't care about whatever else. They love each other and they can't wait to marry the other. Now, they did something different, which is something that I would want to do if and when I ever get married. They did a first look, meaning they both got dressed and saw each other before walking down the aisle. The reason I would want to do this is because I would want to, one, be able to see my spouse and my spouse to see me, but I would also want to take our first pictures together before walking down the aisle. Because you walk down the aisle, other people get pictures of yourself, they post stuff or whatever. I would just want me and my husband to have the photos, have our photos be the first photos out, so that way if anybody else takes pictures, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to tell people, don't take any pictures, don't post any pictures. I feel like I would want to just take them ourselves before the wedding, and then like right when I'm about to walk down the aisle, like I want someone at the door with the phone in their hand that has to upload. Okay, when the doors open up, post them. Because again, it's still my pictures being put out there first. But I digress. So what I get? Bam. So this was them. Okay, both in all whites. I do think they both look great. I do think her dress was amazing. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. But it's their first wedding, and they are in love. And the moment that Safaree turned around and looked at her, he was instantly crying. It was so sweet. Okay, he was crying, and she said to him, "Thank you for loving me." It was a great moment. No tea, no shade. It was absolutely, positively a great moment. As you see, they both were crying, just for the first time seeing one another, her seeing him in his suit, him seeing her in her dress, and they both have veins popping. You see the veins? See? Call it what you want. These two, they do love each other. It's weird because they do a lot of fussing about each other's gifts, but I mean, it works for them. So who am I to judge? The way he looks at her, he loves her. And the way she looks at him, she loves him too. She just also real extra read all about it, okay? And I guess it is what it is. So again, they both looked amazingly great. Now we then go back to a little stupid scene of Chrissy at her and Jimmy new house. I'm not, is it an Airbnb or no? And she wants to, because he back in LA. No, he's back in New York. He had been in LA. So he's back in New York or whatever. He brings about he's out there doing whatever. And she's complaining about him smoking in the house. I'm like, look, I feel like when you buy a house with somebody, or y'all rent a house, or it's an Airbnb, or whatever, if you know the person's a smoker, they're gonna smoke in the house. They're gonna smoke in the house. It's gonna happen. They should not always smoke in the house. You know what I'm saying? They should not always smoke in the house. But I mean, if you catch them once or twice smoking, I wouldn't care. But I also won't date a smoker. I would not date a smoker. The last smoker I dated was when I used to smoke years ago. The one guy, I was talking to a guy who told me he smoked Black and Milds, and I was like, ugh, no, like we can't talk to you if you smoke those. And he said, okay, I'm gonna quit. He ain't quit, and I broke up with him. And even though him likes cigars, that isn't that bad. I can deal with a guy who likes cigars. So like my next boyfriend could smoke cigars, but you can't smoke them in the house. Like outside on the porch, it's fine. But a person who smokes cigarettes, or who smokes Black and Milds, or who smokes weed, no, can't do that. Not at all. Anyway, so they was talking about that. I didn't go all off subject. He tells her, so she don't like him in the house smoking. He said he don't like her pajamas because her pajamas are ugly. This is what we are reduced to for Love and Hip Hop. Jim Jones smoking weed and Chrissy having ugly, holy pajamas. Really? They talk about how, they need to go check on... This scene happened before Kimbella met up with Chrissy and Juju. I just put out of order. But, they bring up how they should go check on Chrissy. Girl, check up on Kimbella since Juelz is away or whatever. Now Jim brings up how he has not written Juelz at all. He also brings up how he has not written anything in years. Not even his own music. I have not written any music in years. The only thing I've written in years has been my name, which is her signature. I say, well, okay, if you say so. Again, I don't know why we had to see that. I didn't care. I guess because she then gave some money, but I feel like I think it's weird when someone gives me a wad of cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't cash at me that shit. You can't just like, it had this how we have to be. Oh, because it's some different kind of money. But I don't care. So we do see at the wedding, you know what I'm saying, people are arriving or whatever, and we see these four. Okay, you see Jonathan, Yandy, Joe, and Safaree, who all look nice, by the way. Even though Tahiri dress is weird, I like it. Okay, I like it. I think it's weird or funny that her and Jonathan colors, are both on the blue side. Both on the blue side. But you know what I'm saying? Joe and Terry at first were talking or whatever, and she like, I don't want to be seen with you because I don't want people thinking, you know what I'm saying, that we mess around or whatever, and I'm kind of like trying to push up on you. And so when Yandy and Jonathan walk in, oh, isn't this a coincidence? Oh, look at you two around here, you know what I'm saying, talking. And at this point in time, we see Tahiri and Jonathan start, just going back and forth with, Tahiri like, oh, aren't you a wedding crasher? He's like, no, I'm not crashing a wedding. Yandy had a +1 and I'm Yandy's +1. And I'm like, my thing is, if I'm not invited to somebody's wedding, I don't want to be, if I'm not invited to someone's wedding, I know, because he knows Safaree, he knows Erica, and if I'm not invited to your wedding, I don't want to be somebody else's +1. I feel like when you are someone else's +1, you know that you are kind of crashing. It's just, whatever. Anyway, so, they then say, well, you're Erica's new friend. Well, no, you're Sin's new friend. And they're going back and forth or whatever. And then at one point, I'm saying, Joe said, well, you know what? Because they were talking about, Joe and Sin and Terry and Erica trying to hook Tahiri up with Joe. And Joe, as you see from his face, he was like, this is some bullshit. He then said, I'm saying, me and Sin's situation should not be a point of contention for either of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Why don't y'all both just mind your own business? Boom. Problem solved, whatever. John, it don't matter if it's my business or whatever, I'm saying, because Sin's my friend, and he like, look, I get that she's your friend or whatever, I'm saying, you trying to be supportive of Sin, but it doesn't make it your business. Okay? Everyone should just mind their business. And then, because everything will be fine. And what? If everyone minds their business. And that's it. And they kind of just walk away. I do feel like Jonathan is inserting himself into the bullshit, but that's what he does. That's Jonathan his whole MO. And it just is what it is. I don't really care that much either. We then see the two of them get married. Okay? So not the two of them, but Safaree and Erica. They get married. It was a beautiful ceremony, whatever. They both cried through their vows. It was very emotional. I shed a tear or two, even though I'm a thug, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the fact she said, he told her everything that has happened before this day doesn't matter. And for me, what that meant to her was, I know you've done a lot, and I've done a lot, but none of that matters because now we are both married to one another. And she told him, you know what I'm saying, that he has given her a peace that she has never known. It ain't nothing like a man giving you peace. Because most men don't do that, okay? They give you those headaches. And for her to find peace in him is a great thing. I do think they are in love with each other right now. I do think that. However, I don't know if they will both be mature enough to withstand the pitfalls that happen in a marriage. I've seen the strongest people fall victim to, just the woes of marriage. And you have to have more than love to stand the test of time. So I'm hoping they can just both grow up. I do think they both need to grow up a little bit in order to get into it. But they do love one another. I'll say that. And it seemed like everybody in the whole wedding was crying because the vows were very much so, heartfelt. Okay, and again, they both were crying through the whole thing, and it was just, a great little thing or whatever. Anyway, And now they're officially husband and wife. We do see, after that, it's just we see Carly Red. Honey, Carly, I know we're right. Carly Red, and is her name Sierra? I think it's Sierra, not Tierra. They were there, whatever, but they could not get in because it was supposedly their names were not on the guest list. So they had to sit outside in the hallway and have a couple drinks, okay, because they could not get in. But we do know that after the wedding, they were talking to Erica, and she did bring up how there was an issue with the guest list. They were on the guest list, but there was some kind of issue, whatever. But she's like, but I also know that y'all came late, so that could be the reason too. I say if you say so. But they were invited to the wedding, but it did make it seem as if they weren't. And it was wedding. They weren't really dressed for it though. Like everyone else was like dressed up, and they were dressed as if they were going to like their friend's baby shower. Baby shower. I've learned in my older age to where you have to be dressed for what kind of wedding it is. If it's like a backyard wedding where they're not, where the bride and groom are wearing like linen shorts or whatever, you can be more dressed down. But when it's a fancy wedding, a fancy wedding, you have to come fancy. Okay, this kind of, and they was like a baby shower. Anyway, and then we see everybody having fun at the reception. That was it. Now I was like, wow, they did show like Jonathan and Yandy and Safaree. Like, I think it's great they were giving like closing remarks, and I'm like, is Safaree and Erica not on the show no more? Like, what? I was confused. But that was the whole episode. That was it. Gotta go. Peace.